What's up everyone and welcome back to the Warf Reactions. My name is Wolfie and today we're going to be taking a look at the Sonic the Hedgehog IDW series, issue number 11. Let's take a look. First of all, I think it goes without saying, but we need to go over this cover right here. Look at this cover. I have cover A. For those of you that don't know, I usually have the covers lined up over on this side of the screen. Wait, nope. That side of the screen. I usually always have the covers lined up, cover A, B, and C. This one I have cover A, but if you look real close, I guess you'll see it over there. It's got the Metal Sonic forms. First, regular Metal Sonic, then Neo Metal Sonic, and then, as we all know, the final form, which we are going to be covering in this issue. I just thought it was really cool. This one was done by Jonathan Gray. All the covers have been spectacular as far as design goes, but I really like this one. It's really busy and action-packed. It kind of reminds me of the later Sonic comic covers from the Archie series, but that's a whole nother story. So alright, let's cover what happened in this issue, and then I'll go over the things I like, things I didn't like, and then I'll give it a score. Starting off where we picked off last time, we are still in the midst of the battle with... the battle with Neo Metal... I'm just gonna call him Neo Metal Sonic. We know it's Super... It's Master... Is it Master Neo Metal Sonic? I forget the name. Whatever it is, it's long. I'm just gonna call him Neo Metal Sonic for now. Hope you guys... understand it's gonna be a mouthful. So we see that, of course, after Master... God dang it, I tried to say his name immediately off the bat and I messed up. We see that after Neo Metal Sonic has merged with the Master Emerald, not merged with it, but he placed the Master Emerald as his primary power source on his body. Now that caused the Master Emerald... Let me slow down here. After we see that Neo Metal Sonic has taken the Master Emerald and combined it with his body, has basically slammed that thing right here into his power source, so now he's all powerful. Without the Master Emerald, of course, Angel Island is put into freefall. Everybody who knows the Sonic lore knows, without the Master Emerald on Angel Island will fall. Right off the bat, we see Blaze the Cat, and we see what happened to her after the battle. She thinks that because of what she did in the previous issue, that Angel Island is falling. Of course, she doesn't know that without the Master Emerald, Angel Island will fall, so her actions did not cause that. She just thinks she did. Luckily, Amy and Tangle are there to basically tell her, something must have happened to the Master Emerald. And then we flash forward to Sonic, Knuckles, and Shadow taking on Neo Metal Sonic in this really high, tense action scene. And the best part about this is, once again, there are a lot of callbacks to the games. If you look closely at these shards of, looks like these crystal shards that Neo Metal Sonic is throwing at Sonic, Knuckles, and Shadow, they look like the ones that he used in the final battle in Sonic Heroes, rather. So Knuckles makes a call back to the Resistance fleet, where all the Resistance are, and he's like, we need some backup here. Can Burning Blaze, Blaze's super form that she used all up in the last issue, can she come down and back us up? And Amy's like, that's a no-go. She basically used all her power in that last attack, and he's like, okay, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it. And Neo Metal Sonic, of course, continues to talk mad crap to them. And it's funny because he's just like, I will realize Eggman's dream to make the Eggman Empire global saturation. Like, Metal Sonic is into this, man. He loves it. And so what happens is he swoops in, grabs our trio, Knuckles, Sonic, and Shadow, grabs them both, and grabs them all three of them. And it's like, he kind of has like this little spiel about how he's going to take them up. He's going to destroy the Resistance in front of them. And basically, I'm going to take you guys out there. I'm going to destroy your friends, make you watch. And then afterwards, I'll grant you all swift death. He's basically crap talking the whole time. And I love this. I love the arrogance of Neo Metal Sonic. He's just, like, gone power. Like, the power's gone to his head, even more so than usual. He's always kind of had that cocky attitude, but really, you're kind of seeing it in full effect here. For those of you who have been complaining about Tails not getting much action, or how he's been portrayed in the games, don't worry. Ian Flynn and the rest of the writers have you covered in this issue. Neo Metal Sonic is, of course, going straight up to Resistance, who are up in that that ship, and then Vector's like, uh-oh, looks like he's coming right for us, and Tails is like, nah, we're heading for him. We're heading for him. I like that Tails is like, no, I'm not gonna cower in fear. This is my time. Tails' time to shine. Tails never fails, at least in this issue. You'll see what I mean in just a bit. So Tails makes a call to Amy to get all the Resistance members onto the deck of the ship. as he approaches Neo Metal Sonic, and he starts firing off on Neo Metal Sonic. And this is when we get a flash as the action starts to pick up over on their side. We flash back to what is happening back on Earth, Mobius, wherever, back on the planet, where we see the follow-up to what happened when the Rough and Tumble, the two Skunk Brothers, have taken Dr. Tinkerer, and we are introduced to what I can only describe as, what if DB Platypus from Sonic Boom became evil and had a fashion sense? This doctor's name, I hope I'm going to put his picture over here. This doctor's name is Dr. Starline, and he is what's referred to as a shadowy scientist. And Dr. Tinkerer the whole time is like, listen, I don't know who you think I am, but I'm Dr. Tinkerer. Please let me go. You know, I'll do anything. I don't have any money, but I can repair things for you. Can I? And he's like, no, doctor. I imagine he has like this sinister voice, like no, I'm going to treat you. You see, I'm going to help you get back to yourself. And this guy is clearly a Eggman fan or some sort of follower. He fully believes in this Eggman Empire thing because he is, like Metal Sonic, all in on this, and he's going to help him, and I use the word help very loosely, help him return to his former self. And this is where the comic kind of gets a little, I'm not going to say dark, because I think the word dark is thrown around a lot. People, every time something serious happens in something, everybody's like, ooh, that got dark. I don't want to say it's dark, but it's kind of unexpected. Maybe it is a little dark. Like, he grabs these goggles, he's like, as Dr. Tinkerer is begging, like, to be freed, he's like, I don't know who you're talking, like, please let me go. And he's like, nah, just focus, let me get some goggles here. He's like, yeah, let me grab these glasses. Basically goes like this, he's like, put these glasses on and focus on the, think happy thoughts like the Eggman Empire. And then just electrocutes the crap out of him. It's basically torturing him, and I imagine he's gonna, like, reawaken that part of his mind after the trauma of his last loss. I think Eggman will eventually come back to himself. They're gonna shock therapy his way, shock therapy Eggman back, and it's like, ooh, haven't seen Eggman electrocuted like that since the Sonic commercials, which is a reaction on in itself. But either way, we see back to the fight. Neo Metal Sonic is, of course, grabbing onto the Resistance ship, and he's about to destroy it. But Sonic and Shadow start initiating their attack on him. But Sonic does the one thing that he's really good at, and he's like, I'm gonna basically shit talk Metal Sonic. I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna get his attention by doing what I do best. And let me see the words he starts using here. I'm gonna read them from the actual page here. He says, "You called me your loathsome copy, but last I checked, hedgehogs didn't look like 50-foot tall dragons." And then he keeps going on. He's like, and we aren't made of metal, or we have Master Emerald as a pacemaker. And I kind of came first, so... And then, of course, Neo Metal Sonic, he's got that ego. He can't just ignore Sonic and continue his assault on the Resistance. He's got to look at Sonic and be like, what? He's like, I am Sonic Perfected. I am more than you will ever be. I am... And he gets immediately blasted by, like, the Resistance as they all leap off the ship in this super action-packed pose. Everybody's coming in. Everybody's here. You know, Smash Brothers style, except the Sonic verse style. Everybody's here, and they're about to initiate their attack on Metal Sonic. Everybody begins their attack on Neo Metal Sonic, and it's just full-on action from here on in. And they all have to keep his attention while Knuckles goes around to try to dislodge the Master Emerald, which is on Neo Metal Sonic's body. So they have to hold his attention. Everybody, you see everybody in every panel, everybody's getting some shots and everybody's getting some hits in. Silver's pulling pieces off, Tangle's like ripping pieces off, Blaze is burning things, Rouge is planting bombs. It's like everybody's doing something. This is, of course, right before Neo Metal Sonic gets, like, frustrated. He's like, enough! He throws everybody off his body, and everybody just goes airborne. And this is when panic starts to kick in, because it's like, not every Sonic character can fly. I believe the ones that can are Rouge, Charmy. I guess Blaze can kind of hover down. She can kind of slow free fall with her burning ability. I believe that's it. And Tails can fly, of course, but he's not there in the battle. He's still on the ship. but everybody starts like falling, and then of course, this is the cool part for all you Silver fans out there. Silver finally gets a chance to shine in this book too. Everybody's getting a chance to shine in this book. Silver basically is like, I gotta do something. So he uses telekinesis to grab everybody and just kind of hover them, keep them from falling any further. And it's like, oh, that's cool. Finally, we get to see Silver in action. And as he's holding them, you see Neo Metal Sonic coming from behind like he's about to attack him. And then, boom! Out of nowhere, Tails rams the resistance ship right into Neo Metal Sonic, just destroying him. I'm gonna get a cool shot over here. It is so cool, and it's like, wow, Tails did something, and it was amazing. Finally, Tails being written the way we all wanted him to. It's great. And just as Neo Metal Sonic is about to counterattack on the ship that Tails is in, because, you know, he just ran the ship into him. The ship is kind of exploded, but Tails is still in there, and Neo Metal Sonic's about to attack the ship. And then we see Knuckles just with his expressions in this book, by the way. We need to go over that later. There's like his expressions in this ship as he's trying to dislodge this emerald the whole time. He finally pops it out, and it's like Neo Metal Sonic loses all his power. Without the Master Emerald to power him, Neo Metal Sonic just kind of gets defeated. And then we zoom in on Knuckles, and he has this really, really happy face. It is amazing. Knuckles' face in this is great. Continuing the tradition of that he's expression, the expressions that he's made famous in the Sonic, I guess ever since he started doing Sonic comics. It's great. I really like. And after all is said and done, Knuckles takes the Master Emerald back. He comes down like in a streak of red and slam dunks that Master Emerald into the shrine, thus making Angel Island, you know, float back up once again. And basically afterwards, after all is said and done, after everything has happened, we see Sonic. He's like running towards the ship. He's like, "Let me go, Tails. You okay?" And then Tails comes out. He's like, "I'm okay. I'm all good." And that's a little nice moment between Sonic and Tails. We see how much Tails means to Sonic. Real emotions here, without going overboard or not having any emotions at all. I'm looking at you, Sonic Forces, which, you know, characters were tortured for 6 months, and then, oh hey guys, it's me. I've been around forever. Nothing wrong here, not even emotionally or physically. I'm okay. They should not have used the torture line at all. But back on the comics, which are actually good, we see Metal Sonic has been decommissioned. He is out. Neo Metal Sonic has been defeated. All the characters come together and they're all celebrating. We see the Chaotix, you know, sitting around. They're like, oh, thank goodness it's all over. Tangle, being the spaz she is just like, woohoo, that was fun, that was sick, that was awesome. And, you know, everybody is having, you know, their bit of, what's the word I'm looking for here? They kind of are celebrating, you know, just having their time to kind of, whew, that was a battle. And of course Shadow doesn't stick around. He has to go off and do his own thing. And even Rouge is like, sure, go do your thing, Shadow. You go do you. We know how you are. And yeah, afterwards we see Knuckles is happily with his Master Emerald again. And there, while all the celebration is happening, we get back. We have one more panel flashback to the Dr. Tinkerer scene, and we see that Dr. Starline is talking to, you know, the egg, who I imagine is probably gone back to Eggman now. Dr. Tinkerer, he's like, how do you feel right now, Dr. Eggman? And that's where the comic ends. What a way to conclude this whole thing. I love this. This, I will call issues 1 through 11. I will call this I guess we can call this Neo Metal Sonic arc. 11 issues is quite a bit of story to go over this. Neo Metal Sonic defeated, with his plans defeated. That means that Eggman is more than likely going to return with Dr. Starline bringing him back. And I think that's where our next threat is going to come in. Not to mention if they even address that Infinite is still out there. But Metal Sonic, who is referred back to Metal Sonic now, is done for now. We will see what happens, and if anything else comes up in the meantime. But I can't wait to see what Dr. Eggman does when he returns, because you know when he comes back, he's going to make an entrance, and I wonder what he's going to have planned. But that being said, he's probably also going to get Metal Sonic back and upgrade him again. But we'll see. I'm also curious to see what this Dr. Starline character is about. What's his deal? What's he all about? I'm really curious. I'm just saying, it's just a platypus, an evil platypus. But I imagine the torture was like the electrocuting was basically him showing DB platypus scenes, like from Sonic Boom, just nothing, a non-stop reel of DB platypus scenes. But that's just in my headcanon. I like to have fun like that. But Rough and Tumble apparently worked for Dr. Starline, and Dr. Starline is a follower of Dr. Eggman, so we will see what happens from here on in. It seems like every new character that's introduced to this comic has a purpose, and they seem like they fit in pretty well. I look forward to seeing what these new characters have to offer. That being said, I'm going to cover what I liked and what I didn't like. Things I didn't like. I mean, this is just me. I've never been a fan of avian designs with the Sonic stuff. Jet's okay, I imagine. Jet's okay. It's fine. What was the name of the bird army in Tails' Adventure on Game Gear? The Kukos? Something like a K, didn't it? I think. I don't know. Don't remember. I'll probably have a correction somewhere down there. But seeing, like, I've never really been a fan of avian bird designs, but I would have preferred if the platypus character was another species, but that's just me nitpicking. That's just my personal preference. Other than that, I can't really think of anything to really criticize with this comic. I think this one was fine. I really enjoyed it. I love seeing that every character got something to do in these previous issues. Even if they didn't get something in this book, they got something in the previous book, or maybe the book before that. Everybody kind of had their a starring moment. Silver getting a chance to showcase his powers, Blaze getting a chance to showcase his powers, Shadow basically one-shotting Super Neo Metal Sonic. Everybody kind of got a moment in these books, and I really enjoyed that. I think my favorite thing between Sonic and Neo Metal Sonic is just their banter, because I really like to appreciate the fact that Sonic is able to still have that cocky personality that we all know him from, that Attitude Era thing he's got, but still having it work within the threads of the story, having it work with the story instead of just having him cut one-liners. I really appreciate that was used to kind of distract Metal Sonic. And not only that, Tails, of all characters, finally, we've all been making jokes that Tails has not been himself since, let's say, Lost World. But this one, they kind of brought him back. They got him. Tails basically was the big follow-up attack, the big attack that kind of helped with them taking down Neo Metal Sonic. Tails played a big part. So finally, good, big applause. Thank you guys for showing Tails in a positive light. It's been a while, but it's good to have our two-tailed genius back in action and not cowering in fear. Thanks, Sonic Forces. Is there anything else I can think of in this book? No, I think this was a great conclusion to the Neo Metal Sonic arc. If this is indeed the end of Neo Metal Sonic, I'm sure Metal Sonic, they're gonna keep him locked up, and we're gonna see some more. What's the word I'm looking for here? I tend to run out of words when I'm doing these. I've been talking for like 21 minutes. Cut me some slack. Let's see. Like, I'm just curious, not curious, but I'm sure Metal Sonic will show up again. He's probably going to be in future issues as well. But, yeah, just where do we go from here? Dr. Eggman will probably return, and it's going to be great. I'm going to miss Dr. Tinkerer. A moment of silence for Dr. Tinkerer. I think that's enough. But tell me what you guys thought of this issue. Did you guys like it? Did you not like it? Did you feel mad about it? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Where Reactions for more videos like this one if you haven't already. And also, blah, 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 blah. Ring the bell because notifications. You guys know how this goes already. If you have not followed the channel, I'd appreciate it. And also, don't forget to check out my Twitch channel where I stream. I'm currently doing a Sonic Marathon as of the date of this video. And Smash Ultimate is coming up, and I got a whole bunch of streams lined up every Friday and Saturday at 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Check out the Twitch stream. There should be a link in the description below, and also something down there for you to click on. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video, whenever that may be. We're just, what a time, right? What a time to be a Sonic comic fan. These are great. I hope we don't get any more delays, that being said, because this one got delayed a little bit. But we'll see what happens in issue 12. In the meantime, guys, I'll see you all next time, so stay tuned.